First, we created an HTTP response object with its content type set to text/CSV. Then, we set the content disposition header to attachment. Filename equals clients.csv. This tells the browser to download the file as an attachment with the specified file name. And finally, we use Python's built-in CSV module to write data to the response. We are now going to write the data to the CSV file. So I am maintaining a comment for this. Actually, maintaining comments is a good practice. So here I first define an object called writer and set the appropriate content type for the response and use csv.writer to write the data to the response. So write response inside the parentheses. Now we will define the header for the CSV file that we will export. In other words, we will define what column headers will be in the CSV file. So type writer.writeRow. And we define the table columns we want to export by defining an array inside parentheses. So let's see what columns we can consider from the model class. From here you can consider the full name, email address, phone number and city fields. Okay. So, first I'm taking full name. Then I take the email address. Next, let's consider the phone number field. And finally, consider the city field. You can also consider other fields if you want. Now we need to fetch the client data according to the fields we considered. So let's create an object reference called client_data, and we will get all the client data and assign it. Now we need to run a for loop on this client data because each client's data needs to be set in a row in the CSV file. So inside the for loop, let's set a row for each client and define the fields that need to be set with the data. So type writer.writeRow and then set the client fields inside the parentheses. It is important to note here that the fields that we considered above as the header of the CSV file must be aligned with the fields. Otherwise, the column header will not match the column data. So I will first take client.fullname and then take client.email and similarly take the rest of the fields. I hope you understand. Now take client.phone. And finally bring the city. So type client.city. Okay. Now we need a return statement, where we will return response. So, type return response. Okay, we're almost done. But we have one more thing to do. That is, we need to define the export_CSV function as the action in the urls.py file. So let's define it. I copied this register path statement for my convenience and pasted on the very last line.